Now, we are looking at albinism in Africa, and while living with the condition has sparked a lot of concern from human rights groups, activists in Senegal are fighting to save their lives from their biggest enemy, which is the sun. Now, attacks on albinos for ritual purposes is rare in Senegal, but activists say they are unaware of certain facts like the dangers they face from the sunlight and cannot also afford care to help them cope and prevent skin cancer, which is the biggest mortality, the cause of the biggest mortality among albinos in the country.
That's right. In West African nations like Senegal, attacks on its estimated albino population of 10,000 are rare. People with albinism are unaware of the danger posed by the sun or unable to find or afford sunscreen to protect themselves. These products cost at least 8,000 Congolese CFA, franc, $14, about a sixth of the average monthly income in Senegal. We were joined by Mafalda Soto, Managing Director of Kilisan, that produces sunscreen in Tanzania. What drove you to produce your sunscreen locally, and what makes it different from other sunscreens found in the pharmacy?
Internationally, they follow the cosmetics regulation, but the thing is that in persons with albinism, it's really as a preventive drug. So it's essential the regular daily use of sunscreen in prevention, but still it's important, and that's why we are working on that in Tanzania, to have sunscreen, a product that is tailored for the skin of persons with albinism in Africa, which is not the same. Most of the sunscreens that are in the market are designed for Muzungu, for our lifestyle, going to the beach, like with countries with which the average temperature is 15 degrees, and you come to Africa, the average temperature is much higher. The skin of persons with albinism is different. The reality is different. They are using every day and more than twice a day. So you have to design something that is appropriated for them.
How can we get access to these sunscreens?
We distribute for persons with albinism for free. And that's why also we want to distribute through networks, through platforms. We just don't give them randomly because we monitor the compliance. So far, we are supporting 2,400 persons with albinism. And we are, to be honest, as of now, we are dependent on grants, on donors. We are supported by different organizations. And actually, we were in conversations with albinism societies from Senegal, from Liberia, from many countries, from West Africa, and especially East Africa, because our goal is to expand. We have the proof of concept in Tanzania, we have the impact proof in Tanzania, and we would like to go to countries where there is a system that is ready to adopt our know-how.
And what's the government's response on this? Has it supported you in any way?
It's important that the government put the tools so that the people have this access. So in my opinion, as the government of Tanzania is going to do, to procure the sunscreen and to enable the sunscreen to be in the district hospitals, but also together with the package of education, because to have the product is not enough if the person doesn't know how to do it. So to ensure that, to give support to this kind of initiatives is essential, so that the person with albinism at the end of the day have the same expectancy of life as the rest of the colleagues. For example, in Tanzania, the expectancy of life is below 30 years, and this is because of skin cancer. While if you are properly protected, you can have exactly the same expectancy of life as the rest of your colleagues of your country.
That was Mafalda Soto in Tanzania. She's the managing director of Kilisan, who are involved in making sunscreen for people living with albinism.